Hey everyone, I was just cruising around on my mini bike and the throttle cable broke. I don't know if it broke or it just came undone. I don't even remember how I had it connected in the first place, but this is how it's going to be connected. I'll show you. I thought this would be a good time. I've had several people ask me how you connect the throttle up to a Honda GC190. It'll be the same for a GC160. It'll work on a lot of mini bikes. The thing about mini bikes is when you're putting an engine on it that's different than the one that came with it, or you're building a mini bike from scratch, is the throttle, it's always working with what you have, or improvising, trying to make things. You can go to a place like Go Power Sports and stuff and buy kits that will hook up your throttle, or you can just do it in your garage with a couple of nuts, screws, or machine screws, or nuts and bolts. In this case, I'm using 3/16 fine threaded screw head. I mean, I'm using this because this is what I had. I've got like a bunch of them, so that's why I'm using it. I mean, I've got random screws all over the place, but this would fit the bill. I've already made one, but you'll see what I did was cut it and drilled a hole through it. Now you want your hole to be big enough for your throttle cable to fit through, but not too big so it weakens the structure of the bolt. So I'm making another one, and one of the reasons I'm making another one, aside from showing you guys how it's done, is keep one of these with you. If you go out mini biking somewhere and you're far from home or far from your vehicle, this is kind of a common thing. Always good to have, a spare one of these around. So I'm gonna pull you over here, show you what I'm doing. Well, actually first, I'm going to mark on the bolt with the center punch where I want the hole. And you want it fairly close to the head, but not right up tight, because you want room for the hole to drill. Come on. Of course, this always goes better when you're not on camera. Come on. Just hold on here. Let's move the nut closer to where I'm doing it. Jeez Louise, this is retarded. Okay, there you go. You can see I've marked a spot. Can you see that in there? Bring it over here to the drill press. So you guys can see there. Clamp this in the vise. Nice and snug. Turn the drill press on. Again, you want a bit just a little bigger than your throttle cable. There we go. So don't rush it. Keep a steady pressure, but not too much pressure. Small bits like this, they bend or break easy. There you go. There's our hole through. We'll bring it over here to the vise. Clamp it in the vise. Thread the nut on a little more. Come on. You just don't want too many excess threads sticking out. They'll just get in the way. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything, but they'll just be in the way probably, depending on your carburetor setup and all that. You can use a hacksaw, whatever you want. I'm going to use a grinder with metal cutoff disc. Done. There's your throttle screw. Now I'll bring you over to the bike and show you what I'm going to do here. Alright, let's see if I can get you in close enough without being in the way. So the throttle cable comes through here, and I've got it tied into the flywheel cover, so it's strapped holding the cable. Then the exposed cable comes up and down through the linkage. I'll take a picture and add it to the video at the end so you can see. Now with that throttle cable sticking up, we're going to thread it through our new grabber. Perfect. I'm going to position it in a way that you can get at it to tighten it with the screw. Yeah, I'm going to have to come at it from the other side. I realize this makes it kind of hard for you guys to see it, but let's see. Hold on, I'm going to pause you here and I'll get another wrench. All right, there, I positioned the camera a little better so you guys can see. There's the nut on top of the throttle cable that comes up through the assembly. These are just various springs I have to keep it from closing. Once you get the screw on, test it, make sure you get full throttle operation, which I do, and the screw is not interfering with the return. Now what you can do is double nut it to make sure that doesn't back off, or in my case, thread locker. Just a little bit on there, it'll soak into the threads and should not come off. We'll let the thread locker dry up, and then we'll put the air box back on and take it for a ride and see how she goes. So that's it. It's that simple. That's it. Like I said, make sure the throttle works. Doesn't catch up on anything. Get full return. No problem at all. So you'll notice the carb is moving. That's just because I haven't got the air box on. The air box holds everything tight up against the engine, the intake there. So that's it. Any questions, comments, anything like that, just leave them down below and I'll try to answer them best I can. Thanks. See you later.